So it took WCW games a while to reach their stride, but when they did, it was a knockout punch to the competition. Welcome to WCW vs. NWO World Tour. This was released not too long after WCW vs. the World, and already it feels leaps and bounds above the PlayStation offering. We're going to do a league challenge today, and seeing as this is WCW vs. NWO, we're going to ignore the World Tour part of it. We're going to do the most NWO thing possible and take on the entire NWO one after another. So, looking at the roster really quick, most of the characters from WCW versus the World are present, at least on the WCW side. With the New World Order catching steam, they get their own column. Oh, and Scott Norton's here too. However, the World is noticeably smaller. You still have DOA Wrestling, aka FMW, and you still have the Independent Union, aka Michinoku Pro. There are a couple of people here, like this Taka Michinoku. Trying to remember if anyone else is. Yeah, Abdullah the Butcher. But we're not going to focus on the independents. We're facing the NWO. And a giant problem like the New World Order demands a giant solution. So, graphics? Definitely looking a little nicer. We're on a 64-bit system now. It's not perfect by any means. But boy, the faces could use a little work, but boy, it is a step up for sure. What is also a step up is the speed. The overall feeling of speed is here. Same thing as WCW versus the World. You tap a button to get a light attack. You hold down a button for a heavier alternative. That ain't gonna be that easy. Is it? It's just the reason this game succeeds so much is because it is fast and furious. This is still the same Aki engine as WCW vs. the World, but boy, moving from here, you just notice the difference. Also, yeah, he drop kicking with the giant.
2, 3.
Spirit meters are visible. They are a huge part of the gameplay. It sort of doubles as your life bar, and it doubles as a super meter of sorts. You could taunt to raise it up. if you get caught in the process, your spirit actually lowers. So, same thing. You can back up out of certain moves, you can block. And it's also fluid. I don't know what it was about the Nintendo 64 controller, but it fit like a glove for professional wrestling games. Mostly because simplicity is king. Shouldn't have gone strong. It kind of feels like the weights are off on this one. The AI is a little more reasonable, not countering you 90% of the time. Giving you a little more freedom. Same thing here. When you have a special strong grapple, press the control stick. Any direction. Three of them. A triple.
TKO.
Yes, you don't have to pin your opponent to win these matches. You can win matches by kicking too much ass. So around this time, Sting was untrustworthy. And it was to the NWO's benefit. They had Sting in the NWO. But it wasn't the Sting that we knew. It was a Sting, hence why the Sting is in quotation marks. So fake Sting definitely does put this game in a particular window of time. But oh, it is so worth it. For the record, WCW Sting looks about the same. But just like in WCW vs. the World, there are classic palettes for Sting, as well as Hollywood Hogan. You can give him the black and white of the New World Order, or the red and yellow of the Hulkster's past. That is definitely the advantage of World Tour. It's less wrestlers, but you have more colors overall. For the simple reason of, you have more players overall. I mean, obviously the N64 was a 4-player machine, and it took advantage of this. Grapples can be broken up. The window's kind of tight, but it's reasonable when you know what it is. The moves there, like so. The moveset feels a little incomplete, like there's no running grapples of any kind. But there's a bit more depth and strategy here. Like, I'm using a submission move to hurt my opponent's spirit as much as possible. You can block moves, but if you press that block button at the right time, you sort of counter them. This all feels fairly standard today, but the fact that it's just that quick to explain, like it's not a complicated input, it's just timing and reversals. So when you're in a special state, you're basically in hero mode. You kind of no-sell any offense and then immediately get back up after being knocked down. It adds a lot more flash to the gameplay to know that you're in a state where you're just in control. All right. Sorry, buddy, I can't let you live. Sorry, getting into the gameplay a bit. Sting's giving me a lot more trouble than I thought he would. I mean, he is a fake Sting, but in some cases he can be the genuine article.
Two count.
Oh, that's not good.
One.
All right. R button to get him back up, and
TKO.
I will say the order in which you fight the NWO is a little suspect. Hollywood would not put himself first. He would be far in the back. But that's neither here nor there. Admittedly, some wrestlers do share similar moves. The same ring the arm and go for the shoulder. Okay, just had to back up. Buff is smarter than all? What is this? Ah, the bell ring when you go for the groin. Ever the classic. Alright, I'm gonna need to do something about that. Yeah, okay. Sorry, buddy, can't let you work. Looking for longer moves. Oh, you were so playing dead. So yeah, you can do an Irish whip into a grapple, sort of like... It's just more ways for you to inflict pain upon your opponent. Speaking of inflicting speaking of inflicting pain, chokes, perfectly legal. Excuse me.
TKO.
Yeah, we have not tried to pin our opponent once, because the choke slam, just that powerful. Here is Eric Bischoff, who will no doubt be more of a challenge than Hogan was. Hey, Eric Bischoff is a certified martial artist. So I can see the threat here. Yeah, get off me. Let's not even humor that. Alright, up you go. Admittedly, the camera gets a little wonky because it tries to be dynamic, but in some cases it's just... The view gets a little... The view kind of gets in its own way, but, you know... These are hardships. These are hardships that are worth griping about for as long as it takes for me to finish this sentence. Oh, I love that combo. Okay, now you. Oh no, we're not even done.
TKO.
Oh, Scott Norton. WCW made such a big deal about you, and unfortunately, you just weren't. Don't get me wrong, completely jacked athlete. Made his mark in Japan, but in WCW, there were much bigger priorities. And he just kind of fell by the wayside. I just gotta get my timing better. It's been a while. Yeah, you better shuffle. I'm not sure if tapping buttons during the submission does anything, but it just feels good. My intentions were made all too clear. Whoop! That's what I get for being fancy. Wrong direction. So yeah, I'm moving with the D-pad on the controller, but taunting, aka activating special moves, with the control stick. It actually feels better to do it this way, as far as the controller is concerned.
One.
Oh no, you are not. You ain't kicking out at 1. I can't let that stand.
TKO.
I do like Kevin Nash's facial hair in this game. It's a lot better than mine. Oh, starting off strong. Sorry, I'm not commenting on the game itself too much, it's just... Is there really anything else left to say? The goodness of this game has been well documented. Little sidewalk slam, give Nash a taste of his own medicine. It's just there's so many different moves. I just want to back you into a corner. Oh. I was a little early. Little early to gun jump. Okay.
One.
That was just the back special. Not enough to get the job done. I love that 450-pound, 7-foot giant can do these handstands on a knee. Like, so much pressure. Sometimes the most fun wrestling games are the most unrealistic. Oh my god, kicked him right out of the ring.
1, 2.
That's it, take your sweet time.
One, two. One, two, three.
There we go.
3 count fall.
See? Not all of them are TKOs. I love whipping out the drop kick at the start. They never see it coming. Never forget that time that in the WWF that Big Show and Kane did chain wrestling. Oh wait, it was a bit more mobile than some people give him credit for, even in his non-WCW days. He still whipped out the occasional surprise every now and again.
Whoa.
Okay, definitely had that coming. A little bit of a Tazplex. Yep. The better games are the unrealistic ones. You can just German suplex 450 pounds of the giant like it's nothing. Like he's just a stuffed animal. Yeah, figured it wouldn't be that easy. Woo! Aw. Oh, I should have been using that a lot sooner. Ooh, that reach. Yep. Had to block that one.
One, two.
I thought that would work for a second. Okay, up you go.
TKO.
Man, why did you make TKO a ruling, guys? Do you know who you're dealing with? And thus we have the final match for the NWO Championship. Randy Savage would never be NWO Champion. Okay, so each league challenge has their own secret opponent waiting for you. And in the NWO's case, it's the Madness. You unlock them as soon as you beat them. Oh, thought too far ahead. Randy, you know I'm not taking my foot off the gas. You gotta know this. Once again, thought I had him. Occasionally, that spirit bar will get so low that the game will let you know you're in trouble. The words danger will be shown in your spirit meter when you're in deep doo. But I think that the sparking blue was a nice indicator of that. And that's WCW NWO World Tour. Or is it? So yeah, the game basically tells you you won, and now this character's unlocked. So that's WCW versus NWO World Tour. It took me a while to get back into the mood to play these games, but once I did, it was like riding a bike. Despite the fact that this game's sequel exceeds all expectations, obviously the Virtual Pro Wrestling series took some steps to get to the greatness that it would become. And this wasn't so much a step as it was an Olympic-style high jump. Olympic-style long jump to get to where it is. This game still feels fun to play. While some of its move lists, while some of its situations are not exactly complete, it's simple to play. It's simple to understand, and it's just incredibly satisfying to do moves. So it's worth noting that these games on the Aki engine would become Nintendo 64 exclusive from this point forward. Most of them don't involve WCW. But it was one of the cornerstones of what made the Nintendo 64's lineup so great. Not so much quantity, but quality when you went looking for it. Now, what did the PlayStation get in return? Oh boy, that's a story for another day.